Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you a couple of my little inspired 1940s life. Things that I do to save money, to help the environment, and just be more appreciative of the world around me. I've taken philosophies from the 1940s because I find it's just a great way to be more eco-friendly, use what you have and make the most of what you've got. So let's get into it. Let's get started in today's little video. I hope you enjoy. Disclaimer, I want to say that this life is not for everyone, and I very much of the philosophy of vintage vibes, not vintage values. I just feel like there's a lot we can learn because I feel like in today's society we're just overconsumed with news, media, clothing, textiles, everything, and I just feel like taking things back to basics really does a lot for your mental health and your well-being. So let's get into my first one, my garden. 1940s, they obviously had to grow and make do with what they had, and so often they would grow their own food. So let's see what I'm growing at the moment. I have some carrots in there, nasturtiums, some basil, and I have some broccoli here which the cockatoos unfortunately got to, so I've got some little bags on them at the moment to help my basically broccoli. As you can see here, they've just eaten it. How rude of them. So I've just put them on there to make sure that they grow. And we've got some cauliflower in the bottom there, some sage, some beautiful marigolds as pest deterrers. And what else we got? We've got some more broccoli, some garlic chives, and I also have potatoes growing. It's so rewarding growing your own fruit and veggies. It's also healthier, but also saves you tons of money. And what I love most about it is I can swap the excess produce I have with my permaculture friends, meaning I get food for free and making do with what I've got. It's a great way. I love it. We live in such a convenience world now with convenience meals, packaging and food and just there ready on the shelves. That's why I like to bake from scratch, because I know what's in it and plus it saves me money. So I often use Frugal 40s wartime recipes as they are just really simple and use simple ingredients like flour I've made recently out of oat or just flour, water and salt and a bit of yeast. They're just really simple and I love them a lot. So yeah, this is a reminder that yeah, it may take time to do a bit more baking and making things from scratch, but then I know what's in it and it saves me money. And also I'm finding baking is a great way, a great de-stressor for me after work. So I'm kind of like making time each week to make something new and try something else and make my own bread from scratch, those sorts of things. And it's just really enjoyable. That I do is mending and making do with my clothing and everything that I have, such as this old scraps of material that I'm making into a rug. A couple of months in, but still trying to get it finished. I try to mend everything that I own and I rarely buy first hand anymore. Most things are second hand or handmade, such as this cute little house dress I made recently out of some second hand material. I just feel like there's so much waste going around in the world that this is a one way to reduce it and to reduce my impact on the environment. And plus, I get to, if I don't like my clothing anymore, I tend to sell it on to other people or I upcycle it into something new. Some frugal habits I do is making a meal plan each week so no food goes to waste. I reuse glass jars as food containers. That helps the environment too because it's less plastic. And I make the most with what I've got. You can use old bread for breadcrumbs. You can use your old veggie scraps into stock. It's just becoming thinking wisely with the resources that you have and maximizing it. That's what it really is at the end of the day. And I love it. It really provides a great challenge in my life to see what I can do with making the most with what I've got. Now, my life may not be a replica of somebody's in the 1940s, but they just have some really great key philosophies that I'm bringing in today's modern world. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to follow along for more baking or gardening tips and tricks, feel free to subscribe. And I just think it's time to reflect and stop and slow down in this world, as life goes so fast at the moment. And I just think we need to enjoy the simple and everyday small things to make us grateful for this little life that we live in this wonderful world. I'll see you later. Bye.